Welcome back to To Be Determined. This is a very busy week. At some point in this podcast, we're going to be talking about a giveaway that we're doing. We kind of gave a teaser for it last week, but this is the week that we're actually going to be doing it. So make sure you listen to the whole episode to find out where we talk about it and how much it is and how to basically win. Taylor, how was your week, though? How's your weekend been? How you been?
My weekend?
I haven't seen you in a little bit. Yeah, how's your weekend been? Your week, I guess, as a
My
whole?
weekend, it was fun. I can't say I slept too much, like maybe 5 hours like total.
Oh,
but it was fun.
You might need some sleep tonight.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
That's what Sundays are for.
Yeah, I mean,
what about you?
My weekend was all right. You know, just kind of relaxed, didn't do too much. I watched the Michigan State-Michigan game. I cried my heart out.
Big game.
Wow, I'm a big State fan, and to watch that game was just really heartbreaking for me. All my friends that are Michigan fans have really just been on my ass about it, and I'm really annoyed. I cannot wait for basketball season, and I know that every State fan saying that right now, but I really can. Like, I'm so glad basketball season's here, and I cannot wait until we play Michigan. But in hockey, Michigan State did beat Michigan twice in hockey. Which actually I've been thinking a lot lately about, like, college, and don't get me wrong, college is great. I love college. I have fun here, but it's really ass. Like, honestly,
it is really hard.
At college,
it is really hard to be here sometimes.
As great as college is, college sucks.
It does.
Like, okay, you spend all of high school trying to get into, like, the college of your dreams, right? And having, you know, like, a good GPA and all that stuff. But once you get into your dream school, you have to take 2 years of gen eds that don't mean shit. Like, it's not what I'm studying, like, to pursue in life. That's not what my degree's toward. Like, I had to take an English class my freshman year called English 1000. It was 3 credit hours, but I didn't get a letter grade in the class. It was like pass or fail. Mm-hmm. And
isn't that the best?
No,
Why?
It doesn't even. It didn't even count.
Because it didn't count towards the GPA.
No, it doesn't count towards the GPA, and then it also doesn't even count towards my credits to graduate.
Oh.
So the class is just completely irrelevant. There's no point for it. I wasted, I think it was around $1,300 on that class.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Which, dude, someone's got to explain to me why the hell I had to take that class, because it doesn't make sense. I didn't learn one thing.
I feel like the first few years of college kind of feel like a waste with classes.
Yeah, like
you feel lost.
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
you do.
The first, like, your freshman year is literally like they I feel like they treat it as a joke. They're like, yeah, it's a transition. It's like, I mean, everyone talks about how college is so much harder than high school, and I feel like it's not that way at all.
Though I think the work is harder.
I mean, I feel like for the higher level classes, yes, but like your freshman year, no, like, not at all.
I feel like you're more, as a freshman, you're dealing with transitioning to being into college, so you can't.
Yeah,
you don't have time to give a fuck about your classes.
Well, did you ever take online classes like your freshman year or anything?
No, I didn't.
See, I didn't either, and I had a couple people tell me that, like, some online classes were easier than in person. So I was like, all right, cool, bet, I'm about to take some. So I go to take these online classes. Let me tell you this. They are not...
Big mistake.
They're not easier than going to actual class, because
that's what people think.
One, you have no motivation to actually learn the material. So when it comes to the quizzes and the exams, nah, good luck.
And first of all, there's no good way to learn the material.
No.
There really isn't.
No, like, what are you going to do? Sit in your room late at night and just study? Like, you're not doing that.
Dude,
you're not.
Okay, but, like, going to class, it blows my mind when people actually, like, don't have a valid reason for, like, not going to class. Like, when people just skip class, I'm like, the sole purpose that you are here right now is to go to your fucking class. Well, just fucking go.
The thing that's helped me with it is I've never been bad at, like, going to class. I've always been pretty good at it. But what's helped me is I kind of calculated how much it cost, like, to go to college, like, how much all my classes cost.
Oh, it's sickening.
And how much it was actually costing me to miss, like, one class, and I was sick. I was sick as fuck.
But some people don't think about it like that.
Like, I'm really missing out on that much money for skipping. Like, that class better be worth it, though.
And people talk about stress and anxiety. I'm like, if I miss one class, I'm, like, riddled with anxiety about what I missed. And, like, if there was a fucking clicker.
Oh, yeah, I know. Clicker questions. Oh, my God. You know what's the worst, though, is when, like, you have classes that, most classes are, like, participation points. Mm-hmm. Like, when you show up, you get points for going to class. I hate
shit gets me out of bed in the morning.
Yeah, I hate the classes that don't have any participation points.
I know.
Like, I'm like I said, I've never been bad with this, but where's my motivation to go to class?
Well,
I don't like. There's no points for it. There's no points for going to class.
But if the lectures are fill in the fucking blank, you best believe I'm going.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. But like one of my classes this year is straight exams.
Yep.
No, there's no points for anything except exams, and there's 4 of them. None of them get dropped.
That's how professors get you to go to fucking class.
Because
they have different ways, but like you literally have to go to learn the material, or they'll make the class like, oh, there's no textbook required. It means you have to fucking go to the lecture to learn it.
Well, what if the teacher sucks though? That's another thing. Is when a teacher sucks and doesn't teach, isn't really there for the students, is probably the worst thing on earth, because you can't do anything about it. You're just like, you either have to drop the class or you have to man up
and there's no fucking warning when you're registering for classes. You have no idea what the fuck you're getting yourself into. I don't care how many times you read the fucking class description, like, you really don't know what you're getting into.
Or you go to rate my professor and like you see that have like a 4-star rating, and next thing you know, you're just getting railed with a bunch of homework. Like,
oh yeah,
like what is that? What?
Or like the class, like the actual class doesn't even match the description in the slightest.
Oh, I know. Like I took what class did I take? Oh, I totally forgot. I'm totally blanking. I know it wasn't psychology. Oh, it was philosophy. I took a philosophy course and I knew nothing about it. It was like a 3600 philosophy course, and I knew nothing about it. I ended up really liking it and getting like a 96 in the class. And I thought about taking philosophy again, but I didn't.
Oh my God.
Because I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. But like the difference between, like, I really don't like philosophy, but I love the teacher. And the fact that I love the teacher and he like connected with me and like other students made me want to do well in the class.
Professors make or break a class 100%.
I feel like that makes a big difference in like when people are learning is how the teacher interacts with its students.
Yeah. 100%. Because you could take the same class with a different professor. I've done that. And I literally get different grades.
Yeah. No, I'm okay.
Like I've withdrawn with a shitty professor.
This has
been fine.
This is probably my biggest problem about college. Okay.
Oh God.
Is I've taken several math courses and economics courses where it's someone that has a very strong accent in what they're teaching, and I can't understand a word they're saying. I don't know how they get the job to teach that class, but there's been classes where I literally can't understand what the professor's saying. No. And it's like, what am I supposed to do at that point? Like I can't learn. I'm supposed to learn all the material on my own. Like there's no help. Like the TA I can't understand either. So I'm just like, I'm screwed.
No, it's a joke.
I have to do it all myself.
It's like an actual fucking joke. Like I've been in classes and sat there and been like, this is a joke.
Oh yeah. And one of the times that I went to my TA to get extra help in the class, parking services decided they wanted to give me a fucking ticket.
They don't want us to learn.
For $25.
They don't want us to learn.
Like, I'm sorry. I have more than one class and more than one location. Yep. You want me to pay $300 for a parking pass for the whole year, but only park in one spot and walk everywhere? No. You know how many buildings you have?
Talk about tickets at the library? You know how there's like the time cutoff to where anyone can park there, right?
Yeah.
I get there 15 minutes before the time.
No.
And I walk out. After 4 hours of grinding at the library, I walk out to a fucking ticket.
I'd be sick as fuck. Sick. I'd be so mad.
Like, I'm really just trying to learn here.
And then after what is it, 1 or 2 weeks, it goes to $35.
Oh yeah.
Like I got other bills to pay.
No groceries for the week. You're starving that week.
You're at college. Yep. You don't need an extra $10 out of my pocket. No. You don't. Like,
I don't care who you are. Everybody's broke.
I think
everyone's broke. I
actually know someone who was working for the university and like keeping track of like how much money was coming in and out. Mm-hmm. I believe they said something around, it was like over $1 million in revenue from like parking services.
And they can't build a fucking parking garage?
Man, you're
just one.
Man, I just want one. Just give me one parking garage. Like at the Hayworth College of Business at HCOB.
That's where it should be.
Oh my God. Easily. There's no parking spots there. Yep. I've gotten the ticket so many times. Like even just a 2-story. Just give me a 2-story.
Just 2 levels.
You don't have to make it 3.
It doesn't even take up more space because it's on top of each other.
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense.
Literally just build it. Just build it,
build
bro.
It.
And Miller Auditorium, that's the only parking garage on campus besides the one that's right next to the gym.
Yeah.
But that's like,
true.
that's not near anything.
No.
Like, that's not near nothing.
Right.
All the classes are probably at least a mile, half mile walk from there. So I don't know how they're only about to have one parking garage that you can actually use. Speaking of which, shouldn't they have a parking garage right next to the library? That makes sense.
Don't they have like a bunch of construction over there right now?
Yeah, because they're building dorms.
Oh, true.
Not parking garages.
Let's put more people on campus.
Right, like with more cars.
No, I really feel like campus is getting overcrowded. It really is.
It's just annoying. Like, and like, okay, like winter's coming up. You know, we talked about winter has started in the last episode. Walking to class in the snow. Oh, look, I love the snow. I really do. But the worst weather condition to me is wind. Because there's like, you can pretty much cover every other like weather condition. Like if it rains, you got an umbrella, you got rain boots, you got a raincoat.
There's nothing you can do for wind.
No, if it snows, you know, you can bundle up, you can do whatever. If it's windy, your face is just screwed.
I'm not going to class if it's
just
windy,
annoying. It's just annoying.
I remember the first snow I was walking to class, and it was like an 11 a.m. class, like a pretty normal time. And not a soul was on campus. And I was like, what am I missing? I'm like, do I not? No. I was like, do I turn around right now? Like, is no one going to class?
I had a 9 a.m. class last year, and it was a day where it was like windy. It was in January, but there wasn't a lot of snow on the ground. It was just really windy. There was probably 8 people in my class out of like a 60-person class. Like that goes to tell you right there. No one is fucking with wind. The professor should have
just packed it up at that point.
You're not messing with wind. It's just
no, you don't mess around. Okay, so we know that class sucks.
Well, yeah.
Obviously, that's like the main reason why college fucking sucks.
Yeah,
but
class is ass.
What are some of the other reasons?
I mean, shit.
Like other than the completely obvious ones.
I mean, a completely obvious one we haven't discussed. You're broke. You got no fucking money.
And you spend your money in all the wrong places.
Okay, hold up. Before we get into that, this is the great segment, so we can actually talk about the giveaway real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're doing a giveaway of $100. There's going to be a max of 14 entries that you can have. We're going to post about it on our Instagram and our Facebook. Basically, if you're on Instagram, all you have to do is like the post, follow us, and then share the post on your story. Make sure when you share it on your story, you tag us in the story, because we're not going to be able to see it if you don't tag us. For Facebook, you have to like the post, you have to like our page on Instagram, and then you have to share it. Each day that you share it to either your story or just share it on like your timeline on Facebook will be one entry. So you can have a max of 7 entries on Instagram for each day you share it, because the contest the giveaway is going to be live for 7 days. And then on Facebook, you can also have a max of 7 entries because you can share it every day. But yeah, I mean, and you know, speaking about like going broke, like we understand $100 isn't a lot, but I will tell you right now, if someone walked up and gave me... Who
is going to deny $100 Venmo right now?
Literally.
Not a single person.
I'm telling you right now, if someone walked up and gave me $100, my week is made. Oh my God, my week is made.
And I don't care who you are. $100 is $100.
Yeah,
so.
like $100 isn't a lot, but at the same time, like that can make a pretty big like difference. Like you can do.
I'll take $5. I'll do anything for $5.
You can do quite a bit for $100 bucks.
Yeah.
And I mean, for liking a picture, sharing it, and like following us, that's literally nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
That probably takes like maybe 15 seconds to do.
Right.
Like if you don't do it, you're an idiot.
You might just get a Venmo one day for $100 and thank us later.
Yeah, literally, you might. We're not even gonna announce it.
You're just gonna get a surprise Venmo.
Yeah, our announcement's literally just gonna be us Venmoing you, taking the screenshot of the Venmo and posting it, saying here's proof of the giveaway that we did.
It's guaranteed. This shit is guaranteed.
It's guaranteed. It's $100. We're gonna make a post about it. You'll see the money in the picture.
That's like 4 parking tickets.
That's 4 parking tickets. If you got parking tickets, we're good. We got you guys. Don't even worry about it. You know how much ramen that is for all my fellow college students?
You could buy the whole damn shelf.
You are maxing out on ramen. You're not gonna have any room in your cupboards. Man, that's groceries for a minute. That's gas. You can buy booze. You can just blow it all at the bar. You can be like, you know what? Shots on everybody. Here we go. Man, that'd be. I wish.
I mean, I kind of want it.
So do I.
I really do.
You already know I'm going to be posting it every single day on my
know.
story,
I really
and
want it.
you better believe if when we do the random generator of who wins, if it's my name, yes, yep,
Sending it to
it's
yourself.
myself. Sorry, it's not rigged, but it's mine because I won. I put in the effort. I got my max 14 entries. We're good. But yeah, being broke in college is absolutely the worst thing because, like, do you have a job right now or no?
No, not anymore.
See, yeah, I have a job and
I was golden with the job.
yeah, with the job,
I was a little stressed out.
well,
but
yeah, definitely stressed out. Definitely stressed out.
So it's kind of like what's worth it to you, but
yeah. I mean, I had to make my college like schedule for my classes around my job schedule.
That's what a lot of people do.
I have to be at 20 hours a week.
Yeah. And a lot of people deal with finances differently. But like the thing is, no matter what, everyone is broke. So I feel like everyone can kind of relate to that. Yeah. Like no one's really gonna like.
I mean, there are like some people I see pulling up in Corvettes and Mustangs. I'm like,
I know, but they'll still be like, bro, Venmo me for the Uber. You know, like I'm serious.
No, I know. They. Oh my goodness.
Well, everyone's on the same page with that. I feel like in college.
Oh
you
yeah.
know? Yeah. 100%.
I just.
When the time has come to order an Uber, everyone's like, "Oh, my phone's dead." Like, "Oh my god, where the fuck is my phone?
Who's ordering the Uber?
I don't even have the app, man."
Who's
Like,
getting it?
God damn
I got Lyft.
Every time.
Oh, there's no cars available on Lyft. Is there cars available on Uber?
No one even touches their phones when someone wants an Uber. I swear.
It's like you're gonna Venmo me, right, for the Uber? You remember that we took last week?
It was actually 2 weeks ago. I remember.
Wait, there's like 3 that you haven't paid me for.
Oh
actually.
yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh,
no, I hate that. That's actually the worst. I always make sure I Venmo people.
Yeah, I do too.
Because I'm just like, I know how it feels to be the guy who doesn't get Venmoed. So I want to make sure I am the guy that like does Venmo.
Yeah, of course.
Because I want to have a good reputation on that.
Yeah.
You know what's the funny thing about being broke is that like we're all broke, right? Mm-hmm. We're all broke.
Oh, 100%.
But everyone in college is easily spending their money first on alcohol.
Oh yeah.
And then everything else.
Yep.
And then anything else.
Alcohol first.
Yeah, literally. Like people
like I'll buy a drink before I buy a fucking meal.
Yeah.
like
you might as well get drunk before you can feed yourself.
No, I don't feed myself these days.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
One time I had a parking ticket. I asked my mom for money for groceries. I had a parking ticket. I didn't eat that week.
I feel like so many people have done that though.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey mom, can I get some money for groceries?
Yeah, I'm like, Mom, I'm really hungry.
Yeah.
Like,
in reality, you're not buying groceries.
Oh,
like
no.
if you want to eat, you're gonna pay for groceries. You're not asking your mom for that.
I go to the bar.
Yeah, like you're paying a parking ticket. You are paying for alcohol. You're paying for anything.
It's just you got to be smart about it.
Yeah,
you got to be smart with your money. So take it from us and go to the bar.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Just
Live your life.
Just be broke and have fun. Like if you're gonna be broke and you're going to college where it just
you can get groceries later. Fuck all that. Get gas later.
Yeah. Don't worry
go
about
to the bar.
gas.
Walk to the bar.
You got a job. It's okay. You can. It's good. It's good. If you don't have a job, then maybe you should get one.
Get one.
I don't know. Maybe you should get one.
I don't know. Work the corner.
You're being a little hypocrite right there. You don't even have one.
I don't. I used to work on campus actually.
Where?
Flossie's in Sangren Hall. I worked at the.
That sounds.
It was
like ass.
Hey, shout out to my Flossie's employees though. That income though, just that little bit of income, I didn't work like very many hours at all. Saved my fucking ass.
I was gonna say, I feel like, working on college campus is a thing a lot of people do, and like it's not great money, but I mean that definitely supplemental.
It
like,
actually
even getting in like 10 hours a week, it's not like it'll help.
Oh, exactly. I didn't even get that many hours. I paid for booze and my nails. Literally. Every 2 weeks.
Oh,
every 2 weeks. Booze and nails. That's literally what it did.
You bought booze
and that's fine.
You bought booze every 2 weeks?
Every week.
every
weekend. Sometimes twice.
Every day. It's like an everyday thing.
Okay, but being 21 in college changes your fucking life.
Yeah?
It does.
How's it change
it
your
does.
life?
Because there's always a bar to go to every night of the weekend.
Every night of the weekend.
Well, like
I feel like in college you have 2 nights to where like you have to do your work, you study, like no one's going out Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah,
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Wednesday through Sunday is like the weekend. Thursday's the real start of the weekend. But like, you know, like you have like underage friends that like they're always like, oh, I'm staying in. There's no moves tonight, and I'm like, if you're 21, there's a move.
Yeah,
there's always a move.
Oh, I feel like there's always a move in general.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always just like
make your own moves.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I mean, were you talking about your roommate making this wine hot chocolate or something like that?
Oh yeah. I came home to my roommate making wine hot chocolate one night. I was like, man, I might just stay in tonight.
That's crazy. It's
actually really good. Look it up on Pinterest to get a recipe.
We might have to like make a video or something talking about how to make it. Get you through the
season, yeah.
I mean,
I thought that was genius.
Well, yeah, even for we're gonna have to make a whole episode about this, about perfect like date ideas or like how to get someone to come over.
How to get someone to come over? That shit's simple.
It just
I'm making wine hot chocolate. Come over.
Listen, okay? It's not simple for everyone, okay? It's not simple for everyone. We need some tips out here. Us men need some tips.
All right, you're right. That's
so we'll have to make an episode on that.
Seasonal
smooth like a fine wine. Which is exactly what we'd be using for the hot chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean with the wine hot chocolate thing, like even if you don't want to go out and like I don't know, go out and drink. If you just want to drink at home and like have some people over, like that's always a good time too.
Yeah, that's a move in itself. Of course, yeah. I actually had this like weird epiphany about staying in this weekend.
Really?
So
okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, speaking of which, sorry to interrupt you.
No, what's up?
Epiphany is my favorite word of all time.
Why?
I love it.
It wasn't nothing deep. I just had a thought. I had a thought about my weekend.
Like I love like the definition of epiphany.
No.
Like if you don't know what it is, look it up. I could tell you both definitions right now, actually. Definition one of epiphany is the manifestation of a supernatural being.
That's not the one I'm using. What's the other one?
Definition 2 is a sudden moment of insight or revelation.
Yes, that's what it is.
You know how that's my favorite word because I can do both definitions on spot like that.
Yes.
Oh, I love the word. I love the word epiphany.
Wow, thank God.
Because I love both definitions of it. Like manifesting a supernatural being, crazy.
That's not the one I'm talking about.
Each of you is a supernatural being, but a sudden moment of insight or revelation, that shit's life-changing.
I love that shit.
Like epiphanies, oh, let's go. Oh, okay.
That's exactly how I felt when this shit popped in my head.
All right, good shit.
So now that we know what an epiphany is, okay.
That's definition number 2, by the way, we're talking about.
Definition number 2 of an epiphany. I had one over the weekend.
Yeah.
And once again, my weekends start usually like sometimes Wednesday nights, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I have a very long weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It was, I believe, Saturday night.
I
went to the hockey game, just chilling.
Did we win?
I think we lost. I don't know. I lost. Oh. Yeah, we lost, but like, win or lose, you booze. Okay.
Win or lose, you booze.
Yeah, so I was kind of just like, chilling with my friends, and it's kind of that point in the night where you're debating going out. You're seeing who's going out, like who's staying in, like what are we doing? Yeah, like you're hitting people up, like, what are we feeling up to? You know how?
Yeah.
And I ended up, going to the bar. Pretty late. I ended up going to the bar.
To the bar? Because you're like, fuck it. Let's just see where the night takes us.
I hate missing out. And I think FOMO is such a huge part of college. And like, I absolutely hate missing out. Because
same.
This is what happens. Like, I'll debate going out and then, you got to make the decision.
Let's simmer down a little bit.
Just go. And so ended up going out and my entire night unraveled into a fucking movie. And I did not sleep, but it was amazing.
Just a Christmas present. You're just opening up. You're just like,
the most unexpected night.
Like, it's like one of those Christmas presents where it's just like the boxes and boxes. You
just
have to keep unwrapping it to see what's going.
And I got home, like, I'll get home from the bar. Another thing happened. I really was about to go to sleep at 3 a.m. like an angel in my bed.
Like an angel.
And this shit kept unfolding. And
at 3 a.m.
Yes, kept going on at 3? I don't think I slept.
I don't think I slept.
Yeah, I don't even remember. But
I slept good last night.
Moral of the story, and it's like it's a personal preference. I think like staying in and taking care of yourself is like
or going
important too. But like my epiphany was that the most unexpected nights can bring out like really good experiences. And like I think I remember my friends and I were like, we're never fucking staying in again. Like, why we're even debating?
No, I mean,
so I think it's important to like make the most of the time you have.
Oh,
I mean,
100%.
we have 4 years here, and the shit you can do here, you cannot do in the real fucking world. I don't care what people say.
You have to make the most of your 4 years, because if you don't, like, even the people that are here for the full 4 years or even 5 years,
Yep.
even 6 years, depending on how long you stay.
Yeah, if you want to stay.
They always like come back when they can. Like homecoming weekend, you always have people like coming back and just like trying to reminisce and get that experience because they don't have it in the real world.
You can't have it anywhere else. And that was my epiphany. I was like, holy fuck. Like, I'm a senior. Like, this is my last chance
hurrah.
to
really
do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean that's a great thing to talk about. Like college is the best and worst times of your life. Like
it really is.
as much as college sucks, it's an amazing experience that you got to take advantage of.
You can get it nowhere else.
No,
and
literally.
you might hit like 3 rock bottoms in 1 year, but
Hey.
it just shows you when you get to the top.
No, literally. I mean, like when we say best and worst times of your life happen in college, we mean best and worst times of your life.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know that. We don't know what it's like to, be an adult in the real world, I guess. But
yeah, I mean,
but I really do truly feel that college is like some of the worst times of your life.
It's 100% life changing.
It is.
Like I've really seen people who have gone to college and just made a complete like 360 and like a good way.
Yeah. Do you mean 180? 360 is like back to where you started.
Yeah. Okay. We can. Yeah. 180.
Simple math.
Yeah, 180.
I know what you mean.
Whatever 90, whatever direction you really want to face in. That wasn't in the way that they
around.
were going. Yeah, I mean it's a great thing. It's definitely life changing.
No, of course.
Like you will make friends that will last a lifetime, and
yeah. So I'm saying do the most. Whatever you do the most.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That was my epiphany.
Hey, I like it. I like the epiphany.
Thank you.
I'm a
don't
fan
fucking
of it.
stay in.
No. Take the advice now. Don't stay in.
If you have a thought of going out, that's the thing. If you even think about going out,
do it. Thank you. You got an exam at 8 a.m.? Fuck that exam. No, I'm just kidding. If you got an exam at 8 a.m., you better be in studying.
Take your fucking exam. God damn it. That's why you're here.
Hey, go out, have your fun, but get good grades because you need to go somewhere in life. You need to go somewhere in life. Speaking of which, like I just said earlier, even though college sucks, and that's basically what this whole episode has been about so far, there are some really good things about college. Obviously, like you just said, like, I mean, you had an epiphany of literally just like making the most out of every situation, no matter what it is, and just in general, like you make so many great memories. But even besides that, I know a lot of people are very negative on the fact of not going to college because you have a lot of student loan debt, which is crazy because everyone's like, yeah, you're gonna have $100,000 of student loan debt, blah 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 blah. The average student loan debt in 2017, that's the last date that I have, it was actually $37,172. Like that's a study by debt.org, which I thought was going to be a lot higher than that.
Right.
Like I thought it was going to be like 125,
right.
But I mean 37,000 isn't a lot. And according to a study done in 2018, college graduates earned weekly wages that were 80% higher than those of like high school graduates. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, reports that Americans with a bachelor's degree have weekly earnings of almost $1,200 compared to those that don't have a bachelor's degree of $700. That's $400. Like that's a huge difference.
Yeah, that's insane.
Now, that's a week. So you're talking $1,600 a month, which is
quick math,
which is around $20,000 a year. Like that's insane. Not only that, the Social Security Administration for the United States calculated that on average, it was people that had a bachelor's degree earned $1 million more over the course of their career versus those that didn't have a bachelor's degree. To be specific, it was $900,000 for men, $630,000 for women. But yeah.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
That's unreal.
It's a crazy statistic to go off of because, I mean, nowadays it is a lot easier to kind of take the entrepreneurship route. And that's something that's been going like big lately is like, no, don't go to college. Don't get student loans. Like do your own thing, create your own business, like do whatever you can to avoid those student loans, but still make a good living.
Right.
Making $1 million more over the course of your career that's insane. That's life-changing.
Yeah.
And the fact that you get to have those amazing memories, like good or bad.
Exactly. I think it changes you as a person too.
Yeah.
And you know what some people say, like, get your degree and get out. Like, no, like, don't get your degree that you want and work for it and learn something, God damn it. And then get out.
Almost everyone that like goes to college, like doesn't want to leave. They're like, fuck, like I'm going to miss this. Like it's so fun. like going to the real world sounds terrible at that point because you're just like, man, I just want to go to the bar. I just want to have fun with my friends. I want to go to a tailgate, like anything but to get in the
But then you make a new life in the real world, and it's all because of what you did in college and what you learned and like your hard work. So I think hard work pays off, and that's 100%. That's why I feel like care about your degree and care about what you're learning.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to.
Don't waste your money.
No,
don't just get your degree and get out because it's a waste of money.
Yeah, like
learn something.
College sucks because of how much you have to pay, but it's gonna really suck for you if you don't get out what you give, like
what you put in.
Yeah, what you put in.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're putting in thousands of dollars and to only get a degree out of it.
Yeah.
Like
you need to be able to contribute to society. Yeah.
Like join some clubs, like be interactive, go to the bar. Like don't make college all about grades. Like yes, grades are important, but in reality, like when you're like going to interviews and stuff like that, they're like, I would much rather have a 3.4, 3.5, even lower than that student, but who's like actively involved in other stuff.
And that's what they emphasized in high school when you were trying to get into college.
Right.
Yeah.
And
be well-rounded. Be a well-rounded person.
Are we good to wrap this up? Because I'm good to wrap this up.
We're going to wrap it up.
Yeah, especially after that.
I said what I need to say. I said my epiphany. That's all I needed to
say.
Hey,
you said our epiphany. I gotta have an epiphany to talk about now. Especially with it being my favorite word.
Go out and make one.
Wow. Inspiring. Go
out and get an epiphany.
That's inspiring. Go out and get an epiphany. Get your own epiphany. Don't sit here and listen about ours. Go get your own epiphany.
Go make your own.
Man. But seriously though, epiphany is my favorite word. Just for the fifth time. Just for the fifth time so you guys can know. But once again, thank you guys for tuning in. If you don't already know, we are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Anchor, YouTube, Spotify, basically anywhere where you can find podcasts. I promise you we'll be there. And then also, don't forget about the giveaway that we're doing. It's $100. It's a huge giveaway. We will post about it on the day this comes out, so Wednesday. And good luck to everyone. I'm gonna be sick if one of my parents win because I don't want to give them. I don't want to give them $100. I really don't. That'd be sickening. You know how much they gloat in my face.
I'd be like, Mom, give me that shit back.
You're not. We'd redraw. Like you're not winning. You're not winning, Mom and Dad. Like you're not. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. And it's been a good episode. So we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah. Goodbye.